All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. I just noticed that I have some information to change. Sorry about that. But tonight we are here with Asphalt Outlaws Racing, and they are going to be here at Pocono. And tonight's race is going to be 75 laps. With the stage break at lap number 25, they're going to have about 65% of fuel, 4 sets of tires, and they're going to. The hardest charger of tonight's race is going to win 5 smackaroos. So definitely going to win some lunch money if you are the hardest charger of tonight's race. Want to appreciate everybody that's stopping by. I know it is a busy weekend. You got the holiday coming right up around the corner. So if you are celebrating the 4th of July this weekend, hope you have a happy 4th of July. All right, while they are getting ready to finish up their practice session, we'll go ahead and take a look at those points. And tonight's points are going to be Eric Hegdahl. He is going to be still in the number 1 spot. You got Bill Hale sitting in 2nd. You got Joe Yakes in 3rd. You got Mark Beverly in 4th. You got Jody Banfield in 5th. 6th is going to be Danny Banfield. And all the drivers highlighted in green do have a win. You got Dougie Higgins Jr. in 7th. 8th is going to be Jesse Wise. 9th is going to be Evan Schilling. 10th is going to be Nick Lawrence. Jesse Calloway is going to be 11th. Clinton Woodby is going to be 12th. And Haas Beverly going to be sitting 13th. Mike Wood is going to be 14th. 15th is going to be Michael Miller. Michael Newman is going to be 16th. 17th is going to be Tyler Beverly. And David Traylor is going to be 18th. 19th is going to be Rick LePage. 20th is going to be Will Reinhall. Dylan Pass is going to be 21st. You got Caleb Patton. He is going to be in 22nd. And John Herbert, 23rd. 24th is going to be Keith Prince. And Patrick Baldwin is going to be wrapping up your 25. Well, they are right now getting on the track for qualifying. So we will let them do their qualifying laps, and we will step aside for just one moment and give a shout out to our sponsors. First sponsor is going to be Sonic Graphics Design. All right, they are still out there. We got 22 drivers registered in tonight's race. I heard a couple of drivers say that the car was a little bit tight, which they thought was unusual for Pocono, but a few other drivers say it is a little bit loose. But right now, we got Jody Banfield. He is going to be in that number 98. He is sitting on the pole right now, but that time is subject to change as other people are starting to set their laps in. And it looks like we got 11 drivers out there on the track as of right now. Jesse Wise has fallen back to the 12th position. Got Haas Beverly out there in his number 22 machine, and he is right now sitting in the 7th position. And once again, all these times are subject to change once everybody puts their laps in, and then we will go through the field and find out where everybody qualified. But while they are finishing up their qualifying laps, you know, it is at that time to celebrate our freedom and our independence. So let's go ahead and step aside and listen to that beautiful national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, and we are back. I always love playing that national anthem, especially right here at the 4th of July, celebrating our independence. It looks like we are done with qualifying and warm-up has commenced. Let's take a look at the lineup that we're going to see here tonight, and it looks like Jody Banfield, he is going to take that number 1 spot. He is going to be on the pole with David Traylor sitting right there to his outside. Got Mark Beverly going to be sitting in row number 2. Avila is going to be sitting in 4th. Hopefully I said that right. Charles Van is going to be sitting in 5th. Joe Yanks is going to be starting in 6th. 7th is going to be Schilling. Haas Beverly is going to be sitting in 8th. Row number 5 is going to be Michael Newman and Clinton Woodby. Row number 6 is going to be Mike Wood Sr. and Eric Hegdahl. Row number 7 is going to be Michael Miller and Jesse Wise. Tyler Beverly and Nicholas Lawrence is going to be row number 8. Bill Hales and Danny Banfield is going to be row number 9. Row 10 is going to be Keith Prince and Caleb Patton and Will Reinhall. And Rick LePage is going to be in 21st and 22nd. All right, we got about 3 minutes left here in the warm-up. And then we will get to green flag racing. Tonight's green flag will be presented by the Winning Bid Diecast Auctions, one of the proud sponsors of Asphalt Outlaws Racing. Our yellow flag is going to be presented by Sonic's Graphics Design. And our white flag is going to go to Goat Racing Diecast. That is one of the newest sponsors of the Racing League, and I went and checked out his webpage, and I'm going to throw it up here on the screen for you. A lot of great great diecast he has on his page. So go, if you're into collecting diecasts, definitely go check this website out, and I'll go ahead and throw it on the screen. And there it is, Goat Racing diecast, and I probably should have put it up there for a little bit longer. There we go. So www.goatracingdiecast.com. Definitely go check him out. He's got a lot of great diecasts. I looked at some of the old Kyle Busch diecasts, the car of tomorrow. 7 viewers out there in the chat. Appreciate y'all stopping by, listening in. If you're driving, don't watch and drive. All right, we got less than a minute left, and then we will get the green flag racing here at Pocono Raceway. All right, I'm going to do a sound check real quick so you can see if everybody can hear me over the cars. I know we don't have a lot of cars out on the track, but hopefully my voice is not being drowned out by the cars out on the track tonight. Had a problem with that last week, but I think we do have it figured out tonight. And warm-up is over, so we will see everybody grid in their positions. And if you're new to the broadcast, we want to welcome you to the Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. That helps us get the content out. It helps the leagues out, getting more viewers, and shows these guys can definitely race a lot of green flag laps, a lot of good battles out on the track. If you missed last week's race, it was a really good one. All right, let's see where everybody is gridding up, and there they all are on pit road, getting ready to take the pace lap around and getting ready to go green flag racing. They should be starting those engines, and we should be hearing that horsepower in just a second. A lot of great paint schemes on that car. 13 is definitely sporting the red, white, and blue. A lot of nice looking paints out there. Once again, Jody Banfield, he is sitting on the pole. Now they will wait for the green flag to fly on the first lap, and then it is up to the leader. If the caution does come out, it is up to the leader when he is going to go inside this inside the Geico restart zone. Getting those tires nice and warm. looks like we got Charles Van. He is going to be dropping to the rear. In that SpongeBob SquarePants number 23 Ford Mustang. Nice looking car there. All right, here they come down the front stretch. Pace car is off. We're getting ready to go green flag racing here at Pocono. And there is that green flag. And once again, our green flag is presented by the Winning Bid Diecast Auctions, one of the proud sponsors of Asphalt Outlaws Racing. Well, a lot of weaving going on back and forth. This is one of those tracks where the draft is going to be pretty hefty, as it is a big track. And Jody Banfield, he was able to take control really quickly as they come out of turn number 2 down that long straightaway. Or excuse me, turn number 1, and then they will come into that long down the long straightaway into turn number 2. You know, it's been a while since I have really broadcasted on Pocono. And there they go. Now, turn 2 is where you will see most of your cars actually scrub the wall. We got a side-by-side battle, and that is going to be the 87, I do believe, and the 02. Or, excuse me, the 12. Here they come out of turn number 3, and they are going to make their way down the front stretch. And we already got a little bit of a breakaway from the top 6, and it is about 0.6 of a second back to Schilling, and Schilling has got a mirror full of that 77 podium Toyota Supra of Michael Miller. We'll go ahead and take that off the screen. There we go. And we'll go to our tower, or our ticker, so you can get the full view. Let's see if we can get we have the 69, and he is going to be looking to the inside of the 11, and is he going to be able to get there? Yes, he is going to be able to get there, and he is going to be able to take over that position. That is going to be Eric Hegdahl, so he is going to be down 1 position. And the 69 of Jesse Wise, he is going to be up 1 position, so he is making moves early here in the race. And it looks like Michael Miller, he is going to be the biggest mover, one of the biggest movers of the race. He's going to be up 5 positions in that podium number 77 Toyota Supra. Another big mover is going to be Reinhold. He is going to be right there. In that number 17, he is going to have the 3 on his inside, and that is going to be Keith Prince. He is looking to come to the inside in turn number 1. Is he going to have a good entrance? Yes, he is. He's going to ride that yellow line, and ooh, he got cut off by the 4, so that might get that car a little bit aero tight as the 4 took his line away just a little bit, and it slowed him down, and the 17 is going to be able to take that position back on that straightaway coming into turn number 2. Let's go see how Charles Van is doing. He dropped to the back, and now it is showing he is down 13 positions, but he is going to be trying to make his way up through the field, and he has got Tyler Beverly in that number 45 right there in front of him. So Tyler Beverly, he has got a mirror full of that SpongeBob SquarePants, that yellow car. You can definitely see him coming. And here they come down the front stretch, and it looks like the 23 is definitely going to have that position with a little bit of breathing room in between him and the 45. Looks like Nicholas Lawrence, he's going to look to the inside of the 45. Not going to be able to get there. He's going to use those brakes and get a good entrance on that corner. Maybe he might have the exit speed, and he makes up a lot of time on that exit. And look at how much time he had. Now he's going to use the draft. Maybe overtake the 45 in turn number 2. Is he going to be able to get there? That Lucas Oil Chevrolet Camaro, he is going to be not going to be able to get there this time by. But let's go check the front of the field and see how Jody Banfield is doing. He is actually doing pretty well. He's still got trailer right there on his bumper, and it's all going to be about who can conserve tires. We still have 20 laps to go in the first stage, so a lot of racing left to go. And is pretty much going to be single file as of right now. Nobody has really made any contact with the wall that I can see. Avila, he is riding around in that number 25. He has got Joe Yakes right there behind him. Joe Yakes up 1 position. Now the 25 is going to have have a battle for his position, and it looks like Joe Yakes is going to be able to overtake that along with Michael Newman. He is going to be looking to the inside in turn number 2, and they are both going to make that slide job. Oh, and it looks like the 12 got a little bit loose, but he's not going to lose any ground. He's going to overtake the fourth position from Joe Yakes. So that was a magnificent move on that inside coming out of turn number 2. And now coming down the front stretch, he is going to have that position. Mike Beverly is still doing a pretty good job. He is falling back from the top 2, but he has still got a little bit of that draft, so he might be able to make that up very quickly. But he could be saving those tires, as you know. I heard in the last stage of the race, they might have to save a little bit of fuel if they want to make it to the end with 65% percent fuel. It's not a lot of fuel. 12 viewers out there on the stream. I appreciate y'all stopping by, spending your Friday evening with the Asphalt Outlaws. We'll go through the field and see where everybody is stacked up. You got Jody Banfield. He is going to be sitting right there in that number 1 position. You got David Traylor. He is going to be right there in 2nd. This is pretty much right here where they started, along with Mark Beverly in 3rd. You got Michael Newman. He is up 5 positions, and he is trying to make all the moves he can right now, holding down that 4th position with Joe Yakes up 1 in 5th. You got Avila. He is going to be down 2 positions, riding around in 6th, still holding the top 10 as of right now, but he has got a lot of heat coming from Evan Schillings in 7th place, and that is right there where that number 18 started this race. Michael Miller, he is going to be making moves early in the race. He is going to be up 5 positions, riding around in 8th. And you got Clinton Woodby, the number 92. That is going to be that winning bid diecast car. He is going to be up 1 position, riding around in 9th. Topping out our top 10 is going to be Haas Beverly, down 2, but still holding strong in the top 10. Mike Wood Sr., he is going to be right there where he started this race in 11th. That is going to be that Sonic Graphic Design, number 43, Toyota Supra. Doing a really good job of holding on. Not a lot of heat from the rear. Danny Banfield is going to be up 6 positions. He is going to be our biggest mover of the race, and he is going to be riding around in 12th. And that's a pretty darn good job from that number 4 Ford Mustang, making moves here early, starting in 18th, working his way up to 12th. So not bad at all. Jesse Wise, he is worked himself up 1 position from where he started this race, riding around in 13th. And you got the 23 back here. He is going to be battling for the position, and that is going to be Will Reinhold. He is going to be looking to the inside of that number 17. Is he going to be able to get there? He's got a little help behind him. That's going to be Hegdahl. He is going to be trying to help that Ford Mustang get around that 17, but not going to be able to make it as they are coming down the front stretch out of turn number 3. And he is going to try that move once again, and here comes the 11. He's going to get behind the 23, and this is a battle for the 14th position, and it looks like the 23 is going to have it, and the 69 is going to be right there, and that's going to be Jesse Wise. He's going to overtake the 69 also. So the 23 may have had a little bit of may have took the EOL just to save a little bit of tire, and now he's making moves right here early on in the race. Now Jesse Wise has got Eric Hegdahl looking to the inside, not going to be able to get there, coming down to turn number 2, down that long straightaway, and here comes the 17. He is going to be looking to fight right back, and you have the 3. He was looking to the inside of the 17, not going to be able to get there, and that is a nice looking paint scheme too. Love that number 3, and that is going to be Keith Prince from Fairhope, Alabama. All right, well, let's go see if we can find our most exciting battle. And, oh, okay, finally. Well, the 12 is giving Joe Yakes a run for his money. He is already sucked up to the back bumper as they have made it through turn number 2. Here they come into turn number 3, and that 12 is giving it all he has. to Joe Yakes, but Joe Yakes is doing pretty good, holding strong, and it looks like the 12 may have brushed the wall just a little bit. Everybody's still single file, but here comes that 23 that we were talking about. You can see him from a mile away. That is going to be the yellow car. And it looks like Jesse Wise, he's got a little bit of a side-by-side battle here, and he is going to be looking to the inside of the 11. That Red Bull doesn't look like he has wings right now, but just wait till the second round, and he might just knock him out. Eric Hegdahl, he is the points leader as of right now. Jesse Wise from Dudley Shoals, North Carolina, just up that weight not too long ago. But there is that SpongeBob SquarePants, number 23 of Charles Vance. He is riding around in 13th position. He went to the back and he dropped back quite a few positions, and now he is working his way back up. We have completed 12 laps of 75, and we still got a lot of racing left to go, but we only have 13 laps left in this first stage. And it looks like Joe Yakes, he is going to bring his number 87 Chevrolet Camaro down pit road. So this is a scheduled pit stop. And he might be trying to pull a little bit of strategy. Jody Banfield and a company, and they have pretty much stretched their lead out. And let's look at it in about 2 seconds from Mark Beverly all the way back to Newman in the number 12. Looks like Danny Benfield is making moves very early here with 12 laps to go. He is up 10 spots. He is the hardest charger. He wants somebody to buy him lunch for being the hardest charger, and he might just get that $5 at the end of this race if he can keep this performance up, because right now he is up 9 positions, but he's got a little bit of challenge from the 77 of Michael Miller, and Michael Miller is going to look to the inside as they come into turn number 1, and he is not going to be able to get there, as Danny Banfield is going to have to run off of turn number 1. And here comes Hoss Beverly. He was down 2 positions from where he started this race, but he is giving that 77 a little bit of a challenge. That Toyota Supra has got a Camaro and a Ford right there around him. So a battle of the manufacturers right there. And we also up front, we have a battle of the manufacturers. Ford leading the race. You got David Trailer in second. He is in that Toyota Supra, and Mark Beverly in the first Chevrolet in the top 5. 14 laps complete. We still have 11 laps to go until we see the stage break, and looks like somebody is just now coming out of the pit. So you got Bill Hales. He is going to be coming down pit road and going ahead and getting his service done. And it looks like Tyler Beverly is going to lock him down and bring his car down pit road, and he's got to get that car down to 55 miles an hour, or you will get that speeding penalty and be held for about 40 seconds, and that's not something that you want to do, even though Pocono is a very big track. And the 98 is going to get a little bit of loose coming out of turn number 2, and that's going to allow David Trailer to actually catch up as they come into turn number 3. That is the biggest corner of the track, I do believe. And it looks like these cars are starting to kick out just a little bit. 15 laps, 10 laps until we see the caution flag fly for the stage break. And it looks like Trailer has made up a little bit of time. It looks like he's got a better entrance coming into turn number 1 than the 98 does. But the 98 has a better exit off of turn number 1 than the 54 of Trailer. And it looks like Mark Beverly, he is going to be right there about 0.4 of a second back from Trailer. So he's got good entries, but they get him on the exit and in the center. There you see the time did extend back to almost a half a second now. So he's got to get those corners figured out if he wants to keep up and catch these leaders and battle for those stage points. Ooh. Had somebody blink out there, and that was the number 18 of Schilling. And you got Danny Banfield. He's going to be looking to the inside, and Danny Banfield is up 12 positions. He is looking to the inside of that number 18. He is going to be right there as they go into turn number 1, but we've seen the corner. the corner off of turn number 1, and usually the high side will be able to prevail and keep that position. There you see they are going to be side by side, and you know their spotters are screaming in their ear, car inside, car outside. But it looks like Danny Benfield was able to use the low line and make another position up. So now he is going to be riding around in the top 5. And maybe let me adjust this volume just a little bit, just in case the cars are drowning me out. But Danny Benfield, he is working on Michael Newman now. Michael Newman is going to be on the outside. Here they come down the front stretch, and it's going to be Danny Benfield on the outside, and he is going to be able to get that position. So he has now moved up 14 positions in the top 4. He has set himself up. So when we go, if he can keep that position when the stage break hits, he has set himself up to be one of the lead cars. I can guarantee that. Let's check out the last lap times. And see how he compares to the others. And he is running 56.4, and the leaders are running 56.6 and a 56.5. So right now he is one of the fastest cars on the racetrack, riding around in 4th. Now he's got he's got about 4 seconds, about 4 seconds to make up before he can catch the top 3, but I don't believe he's going to be able to make up that much time with very few laps left to go. Oh, and it looks like the 18 may have gotten into the wall just a little bit coming out of turn number 3. But Mike Wood Sr. and Nicholas Lawrence, they are going to drop their car down to 55 miles an hour and bring their cars down for those 4 fresh feel goods. And it looks like Rick LePage, he is going to be bringing his car down. He is going to be up 6 positions. So a good run by him so far early on in the race. But let's go back up front and see how these leaders are doing it, and it looks like Trailer, he is going to give that leader of Jody Banfield a little bit of a challenge as they are coming in to turn number 3. Looks like the 17 is going to be. Oh, excuse me, that's not. That is actually going to be a lap down car. That is going to be Ryan Hall. He is going to be trying to get his laps back the hard way. Sorry about that. That is a lap down car. We got 6 laps to go. That is going to be, I do believe he is going to be the first car 1 lap down. Yes, he is the first car 1 lap down. So when the stage does hit, he will get his lap back unless we see the leaders pit, and he'll be able to get his lap back that way. But he is working on the back bumper of Trailer, and will he be able to make his way around as Ryan Hall has just passed Rick LePage coming out of pits. Oh, and we got a spin on the backstretch. Rick LePage is going to be around.
The yellow flag is out.
There is going to be our first caution of the night, and our caution flag is presented by Sonic Graphics Design, one of the proud sponsors of Asphalt Outlaws. All right, Rick LePage is going to have a lot of damage to the back of that race car, and we're going to rewind and find out exactly what happened. All right, there you see Rick LePage. He brought his car out of the pits. He is riding really low on that low lane, and let's see if we can get a better view of this. And let's go to our spotter view. There you see the 13 made it around, and here comes the 43, and it looks like his car just pushes up as the 43 is trying to get his entrance, into turn number 2, and they just make contact. Now that 43 may have a little bit of left side damage, but that 73 definitely got spun around, and he is going to hit that outside wall pretty hard. So he has got a lot of left side damage and a little bit of right side damage also. So that brought out our first caution of the evening. And we're probably going to be we're going to see everybody bring their car down pit road. And we're probably going to have a couple lap shootout for stage number 2. Well, Jody Banfield is in the team comms, so we're going to go ahead and pull up our leader and see how he is feeling about tonight's race. Jody Benfield is Richard up in the booth. You got a copy.
Yeah, I got you.
Well, looks like you have been doing pretty good, and I'm not going to really talk when you get to your pit stall because I don't want you to miss that. But you have been riding, and that car looks pretty fast here tonight. How is it feeling out there on the track?
Surprised I'm still winning because I think I messed up the tunnel turn every lap.
Well, let me let you get in your pit stall so you don't miss it and don't let you make a mistake. Well, so far, you've led pretty much all the laps. You haven't had a lot of competition from the 54, but it looks like somebody did beat you off the pit road. But you're going to take 4 fresh tires here. How's that car feeling after the long run?
It feels pretty good. It's just I need to clean up my act and the tunnel turn and hopefully get away from them. It's still too close for my comfort.
Too close for comfort. But, well, you have been doing pretty darn good. You got a lot of good competition out there tonight, and we wish you luck. I'm pretty sure y'all will have a small shootout until for stage 1, but good luck in this stage, and hopefully we'll talk to you after the race.
Thank you.
Usually we wait till they go into their pit stalls before we bring them up, but I kind of missed that ball. Bigger tracks, you forget where they're at, especially when you go back and review the replay and everything. But he feels pretty confident. He's just got to clean up what he said, the tunnel turn. But if he cleans that up, he says he might have something to win this race. But as of right now, he is falling back to the 9th position. He did take tires on that pit stop. It looks like everybody else may have taken just fuel only. But we'll see how this plays out as, a couple cars that had already pitted are still out there on the track. Evan Schilling is going to be leading this lap. And we should be seeing those pace car lights go off this time by. 43 going to get his lap back as we saw him get into a little bit of an incident with Rick LePage. That's what brought out the caution. Rick LePage is going to be back down pit road. And he's still got a lot of damage on that race car. No fast repairs here in Asphalt Outlaws, so you're going to have to fix it under caution. Try to keep that car on the lead lap, but we'll see how this plays out. Well, here they come down the backstretch and come into turn number 2, the tunnel turn, and we will see that pace car dive off this time by. We'll have about a 2-lap shootout for the stage. 14 viewers out there watching. Appreciate y'all stopping by and joining me here tonight on this 4th of July weekend. All right, here they come into turn number 3. We will see Evan Schilling bring him to the green flag. Avello right there to his inside in that number 25. And green flag is out. Once again, our green flag is presented by the Winning Bid Diecast Auctions, one of the proud sponsors of Asphalt Outlaws Racing. Nice little jump by the 18, and he is going to be making his way out front, and he's got the 87 25, and they're going to be 3 wide. Here comes the 23. They are definitely battling out like it is the last lap. You got a 69 to 20, 23, 87. Oh, maybe a little bit of contact. Oh, the 8's going to be in the wall, but the 53, 98 are coming to the front like it is the last lap. They still have about a lap and a half until we see the stage break. But the 98 is going to be down on the apron in the tunnel turn, and he's going to be looking to the inside, and he has definitely got some fresh tires. But look at that 23, given that 53, a nice little shove down the backstretch, and that is going to be Bill Hales and Charles Van. And it looks like the 98 of Jody Banfield, he is going to work himself back up to fifth position. Got quite a few cars maybe rubbing the wall back there, but here they come down the front stretch. Jody Banfield looking to the inside. Is he going to be able to get Jesse Wise as they come into turn number one? He's not going to be able to get there this time, but look at the battle for the lead, and that's going to be the 25. That's going to be Avila. He is going to be in the lead as of right now, but we've seen how the low line does coming out of turn number one. And it looks like he was able to make the slide job. And here comes Jesse Wise. He is going to be right there in second place with Joe Yakes. They are going to be 3 wide. Now 4 wide going into the tunnel turn. This is crazy, as they may have made a little bit of contact with the 98 and the 69, pushing Jesse Wise up the track just a little bit. But here he comes. He's going to be looking down to the bottom of the 87 of Joe Yanks, and he is not going to be able to get it as they are coming to the 25 lap mark, where we'll see the caution flag fly for the stage. And it looks like Jody Banfield, he is going to be able to take over the lead with those 4 fresh feel goods. And Avila, he's going to be right there in second. And there is the stage. What a race to the stage break. And our yellow flag is presented by Sonic Graphics Design, the proud sponsor of the Asphalt Outlaws Racing. Wow, that was a crazy couple laps to the stage. I can't believe we saw them 4 wide going to the tunnel turn, and they all held it. They all held it. You know, a couple of big shout-outs to the biggest movers of the race, and that is going to be Bill Hales up 12 positions, and also Jesse Wise in that number 69 Toyota Supra. He is going to be up 11 positions. You got Danny Banfield up 9, and you got Keith Prince up 9 positions also. So a couple big movers of the race, and there they are. So give them a shout-out for their performances here in the first stage. Well, we're going to see who takes pit road and who doesn't. I know Jody Banfield has fresh tires. Some of these other guys may have only took fuel only to get out and get that track position, but it may not have played out as they wanted to. They were maybe expecting another caution. I'm not exactly sure. But either way, if they only took fuel only, that'll give them the freshest tires on the track for later on in the run. And once again, if you are new to the channel, definitely hit that like, share, and subscribe. Help us get that content out there, and help Asphalt Outlaws Racing, get their broadcast viewed. I mean, they put on some amazing races everywhere they go. A lot of green flag laps and a lot of battles out there on the track. Sometimes it can get spread out, depending on what track they're at. But you can see the racing does get exciting at times. That you definitely don't want to miss it. And definitely go check out Goat Racing Diecast. He is there is the website right there. He's got a nice diecast collection that he does sell. So go check out that collection. You might find something that you like and be able to purchase. Well, everybody bringing their cars down pit road. We might see some take fuel only. We might see some take tires, but we'll have to see how this plays out. Lap number 27 is complete. Jody Banfield making it into his pit stall, and it looks like Mike Wood Sr. He is going to be leading this race. He was a lap down. He got the lucky dog spot, and he is back there on the lead lap. And right now, he is being scored for leading a lap. I just read the chats, and I guess I guess somebody has their paint on their car. Oops. All right, down and away, and here they come off of pit road, and catching back up to the pace car, not the paint car. And Jody Benfield was able to keep his position with trailer, and Jesse Wise right there, second, third, and fourth, with Keith Prince going to be the biggest mover as of right now in the fifth position. Jesse Wise, he is going to be up 10 spots. You got Clint Woodby. He has worked his way up into the top 10. He's going to be up 4 positions. Michael Miller, he is going to be in that 77 Toyota Supra. And it looks like the Toyotas are performing pretty darn well, as we have 4 Toyotas in the top 10. We have 4 Chevrolets in the top 10 also, but only 2 Fords. So nice little... nice moves by the Chevrolets and the Toyotas. Ford's got to put the pedal to the metal and see if we can get a Ford back up there to the front. The first Ford in the top 5 is going to be Jody Banfield. He's going to be starting on the outside of the 43. 43 is scored the leader. He is going to start on the inside of row number 1. Now we have about 15 viewers out there on the chat. We are here at lap number 28 of 75 here at Pocono Raceway. Only 2 cautions have flown, and one was for an incident with the 73 and the 43, but the other one was the stage break. So we will be going back green this time by, as they are coming down that straightaway, coming into turn number 2. With Mike Woods Sr. back on the lead lap and leading them to the green flag. All right, pace car will be diving off this time by, and we will go back green flag racing. Everybody stacking up, getting ready. And I expect Jody Banfield to take the lead very early, and
green flag, green flag.
Green flag is back out, and our green flag is presented by the Winning Bid Diecast Auctions, proud sponsors of Asphalt Outlaws Racing.
The yellow flag is
and
out.
We already have a yellow flag, and let's go see. Herbert has looks like he has crashed. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened with that. Herbert is going to be in that 88 machine. He is going to be the third car right there. Looks like a big stack up there. You see the 22 is stacked up. The 73 is stacked up. The 8 is stacked up. And the 88 missed the memo. He's going to look to the inside. Oh, the 45. Okay, so that started up by the 45. So let's stop it right there. We're going to rewind just a little bit and see exactly what happened with the 45. 52 was out of shape. Wow, big checkup on the outside lane. See if we can get a better camera angle. Let's go to our blimp view. Nope, doesn't look good. Here we go. So it started on the outside. It looks like the 52 did not go. So that caused everybody to check up there. You see the 4 got a little bit of a tap. 13 got a little bit of a tap. The 25 got a tap. And the 45 got a tap. 25 is going to be in the wall. And they are going to be 3 wide. And there goes the 45 into the 73. 73 is going to come down and collect the 88. 88 is going to be put on spin cycle, hit the inside wall. And 73 is going to hit the inside wall also. So a big stack up right there at the start of the second stage. All right, caution number 3 here at lap number 29. Or excuse me, 30. They're coming around the 31, trying to catch up to the pace car. They will catch the pace car this time by. But excuse me for that. All right, while we are under caution, let's go ahead and step side by side and take a look at tonight's race sponsors. All right, we are back. And once again, we are on our third caution of this evening. We've had one involving the 73, and it looks like he is down in pit road. And one involving the 45, one for the stage break, and the other a stack up on the restart. The 52 looks like he did not go on the restart and caused everybody to check up. But Mike Woods Sr. is out here leading the race. He was the leader. He was scored the leader when the caution did come out, so he is going to lead him again. He was a lap down not too long ago as he made an early pit stop and got trapped a lap down. A caution with the 73. Caution. Him and the 73 brought out one of the cautions. Sorry. Excuse me, he was not a lap down. He was actually on the lead lap. He was involved with a lap down, involved with a caution with a lap down car, the 73. He was coming out of pits and trying to come into turn number 2, but it was not able to hold it. And between the 43 trying to get to his line and the 73 coming up the track, he was involved. He got a little bit of damage, but he got that fixed, and now he is out here leading the race. Jody Banfield, he has led the most laps here so far, and they are getting ready to go back green flag racing this time by. And once again, our green flag is presented by the Winning Bid Diecast Auctions, one of the proud sponsors of the Asphalt Outlaws. Well, green flag is out, and we are going to caution, and oh my goodness, it is going to be a pile up. The 3 is going to be involved. Oh, we're going to have to go back and look at that. A whole bunch of cars are involved with that incident, and we're going to have to take a ride with the 69. Oh, and the 3 just got sideways, and let's see, that is going to be Keith Prince, and oh my goodness. Wow, the 92 got a real big piece of that, and 69 is going to be involved. You got the 22 involved. You got the 23 is going to be involved. lot of good race cars that are going to be out, maybe out of this race if they cannot get them back out there on the track. 25, he is going to be destroyed. 92 is going to be able to spin his back around. At least they did not have to tow. The 3 might have to tow. Haas Beverly got a beat up race car. And, let's go back and ride with the 23. I don't believe he got a lot of damage out of that. So let's rewind once again and find out. He looks like he has a nice, clean race car. And there he sees the chaos unfold. This is caution number 4. And he is on the brakes, on the brakes, on the brakes. You don't know which way to go. He's got the 92 right there in front of him. He's going to maybe make a little bit of contact with the 92. Nice evasive maneuver and not getting any damage on that race car. Nope, not a scratch. All right, well, once again, our yellow flag is presented by Sonics Graphics Design, one of the proud sponsors of the Asphalt Outlaws Racing. Well, Mike Woods is still our race leader. David Traylor, he was able to overtake the second place position, dropping Jody Banfield down to third. You still got Joe Yakes right there in the picture in the 87. He is going to be riding around in fourth. You got Ryan Hall. He is going to be right there in fifth, up 16 positions. Right now, he is going to be the biggest mover of the race. You got Nicholas Lawrence up there 10 positions. Not bad, not bad for that number 8 Chevrolet Camaro. And you got Danny Banfield up 11 positions. And you got Jonathan Herbert. He is in that number 88. We saw him involved a little bit earlier. And right now he is riding in the 8th, up 15. A lot of good cars are going to be probably in the pits for probably some much needed repairs. We still have 40 laps to go. A lot of these drivers were worried about it being, too many cautions. But, we've only seen 4 cautions. So, and that's not bad. And the cautions have come out on the restarts, maybe starting in the wrong gear, throttle control on the restarts, but only time will tell. Let's see, we got Avila, he's going to be in the pits. You got Jesse Wise, he's going to be in the pits. Taylor Beverly, he is going to be in the pits. His car is a little bit beat up. You got the 77. He is going to be Michael Miller. He is going to be bringing his car out. He's still got a lot of damage to that race car. Maybe he can keep up. And they did stay on the lead lap. The pace car lights are off. Everybody's scrambling for their positions. Still a lot of cars out there. 19 cars look like to be on the lead lap. Jesse Wise, Prince, and LePage and Patton are going to be. Patton is going to be showing out. LePage still showing in the pits. They may come back after their required repairs. But as of right now, 19 cars still out here on the track. .39 laps to go here at Pocono. Getting ready to take the green flag once again at lap number 37. Danny Banfield waiting for it to go back green flag racing because he has been out there and he has been leading, but he those restarts, those cautions on that restart has fallen him back to the 4th position. Or 3rd, excuse me. 3rd position, starting right there behind Mike Wood Sr. Doing a really good job of keeping his car out front. Getting a good jump on the restarts. And we'll throw the track map up so you can see where everybody is. Here they come into turn number 3. All right, pace car is off, and we are getting ready to go back. Green flag racing here at lap number 37.
Green flag.
Is out, and once again, our green flag is presented by the Winning Bid Diecast Auctions, proud sponsor of the Asphalt Outlaws Racing. Well, with the green flag being out and the 43 having control of the restarts, and he has made himself out front of Jody Banfield. Jody Banfield working his way, grabbing a little bit of that draft. He has a trailer right there behind him. You got Ryan Hall right there in fourth, up 17 positions. And he is trying to work his number 17 up through the field, but he's got Joe Yakes all over the back bumper of that number 17. But Jody Banfield, he is going to have a good exit off of the tunnel turn number 2, and he is going to be looking to the inside of the 43, and he is going to be looking to take over the lead as they come into turn number 3. Here he is going to be riding that yellow line all the way out of turn number 3, and he is going to make a slide job, and he is going to take it over. So Jody Banfield is going to be our race leader here at lap number 38, and here they come. Dropping Mike Woods down to second. You got the 54 of trailer looking to take the inside of the from the 43 coming into turn number 1. Is he going to be able to get there? We'll put the tower up so you don't miss any of the action, and he is going to be able to have the position, but the 43 is going to fight right back on the outside, and now the 87 is going to look to see who he's going to go with, and he is going to go with the 54, but the 54 is going to go to the high line and get a better entrance into the tunnel turn. And he is going to have a really good entrance into that tunnel turn, creating a little bit of distance between trailer and Joe Yakes. Mike Wood Sr., he is going to drop down to the 4th position, and he's got Danny Banfield. He is all over the back bumper of that Sonic Graphics design at number 43. Will he be able to make the pass? We got the 8 of Nicholas Lawrence. He has got a little bit of a battle, and that is going to be between him and the 17, and that is going to be side by side as they're coming down the front stretch into turn number 1. And it looks like the 8 is going to have the inside, but the 17 is going to prevail on the outside. Can he get the run without getting too tight coming out of turn number 1? And he is going to prevail in that 6th position. Ryan Hall, he is still going to be up 15 positions. He is right now the biggest mover of the race, but he has got a lot of competition behind him. But he's got Mike Beverly right there in that number 13 Chevrolet. He was up there towards the front. He is down 5 positions right now, but he is working his way back up, trying to get around Nicholas Lawrence in that 7th position, coming into turn number 3. It looks like he is just going to tuck in and riding those rubble strips in turn number 3 on the exit, coming down the front stretch. He's got a little bit of a run, but not going to be able to get there as the 8 has a pretty good draft from the 17 coming down that front stretch. Jody Banfield has broken out just a little bit. We'll throw the tower back up so you can see the distance. He is broken out to about a 4/10 of a second lead. Now half a second lead over trailer coming out of turn number 1, coming down that backstretch to the tunnel turn. He's trying to break that draft. You see him drop down lower on the track. Then he'll come back up for a good entrance on the tunnel turn, and looks like he is going to create a little bit more distance. But Yakes working his way up into the 3rd position. He's going to be up 3 spots. He is going to make a good run into turn number 3 and make up a little bit of distance that those two had. But it looks like on the exit, it looks like the 54 has a little bit better exit off of that turn. Ooh, nice little battle back here, and that is going to be Mike Woods Sr. He is going the wrong direction from where we saw him last. Nice little side-by-side battle, and this is going to be the 13 of Mark Beverly and Rhino. They worked that out, but you still got the 11 and the 8 of Nicholas Lawrence battling it out as they are coming into the tunnel turn. And Charles Van is pretty much watching this race, so we're going to take on board with him and show you what he sees. 3 wide racing down the backstretch. Into turn number 3, it looks like they did work it out. but that was a wild situation. He still got the 17 on his outside, and it looks like he is pretty much holding that car nice and smooth as he exited turn number 3. Doesn't have the draft from the 11, but he is still hanging tough on that outside, trying to use a little bit of side draft, come down the front stretch, across the start finish line into turn number 1. He is going to have a nose, but the 11 is going to take his line away and may make that car a little bit tight. But it looks like they are going to be able to prevail coming down the long stretch into the tunnel turn. It looks like they were able to prevail in 6th and 7th. Reinhold is going the wrong direction as he has the 8 to his inside. Took the tunnel turn a little bit high, and that's going to give the 8 the run off the corner. Coming into turn number 3, is he going to be able to get his nose there to be able to look to the inside? Nope, he's not going to be able to get there, so the 17 has a little bit of breathing room as they come out of turn number 3. Coming down the front stretch, and we'll look for the best battles on the track. Ooh, and the 12's in the wall. Wow, what an evasive maneuver Bill Hales had to do as he worked his way around. So Michael Newman, he is going to drop just a little bit. He's got Hoss Beverly looking to the outside, and he's going to be able to make the pass. And then there comes the number 3. That is going to be Keith Prince, but he is going to be a lap down or so, riding around in 20th. Michael Miller, he is going to be still in the pits. But Jody Benfield, he has got a little bit of company as a trailer has either saved a little bit of tire or figured out a line that he really likes. As they are coming into turn number 3, he made up about 0.2 of a second because he was about a half a second back earlier, a couple laps back. 32 laps to go left in the race as they come to 31 laps to go. Lap number 44 is complete. Jody Benfield still out here leading this race, has led the most laps of the race. Hardest charger of the race is going to be Danny Banfield. He is going to be up 4 positions. He's working for that lunch money that they are giving away to the hardest charger. Well, if you are just now joining us, we appreciate y'all stopping by. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe. Help us get this content out there and show all the great racing that we do broadcast as these guys are putting on a show here at Pocono. Nice little battle heating up between Joe Yakes and Trailer as Joe Yakes has closed up that gap just a little bit, only about a 1/10 of a second to separate these two. No, about 0.2 of a second, but he has got the draft and he is closing in, and he is closing in quick. Will we see him take the bottom lane and try to pull a slide top? Nope, not this time. He is going to ride a little bit higher and get a little bit better entrance. He is going to take that car all the way down to the yellow line. Coming out of turn number 1, he has got a little bit of draft, and will he be able to get there? Now 2 cars maybe faster than 1, but if they get side-by-side battling, that's what Jody Banfield wants to see as they go into the tunnel turn. It's going to be the 87. Once again, trying to look to the inside, not going to be able to get there. You got Danny Banfield. He is watching this race right here in front of him, and with the 43 right there, that is going to be Michael Woods Sr. He is going to be the first car 1 lap down. So that is not going to be for a position, but we're going to ride with Danny Banfield and show you what he is seeing right there out of his windshield. Now we're going to ride with Jody Banfield. We're going to go to his gearbox and show you the distance between him and Trailer. Now, I just noticed something that Jody Banfield is actually downshifting to third gear to make turn number 1. Let's ride with him just a little bit and see if he does that to turn number 3. Oh, and he makes a mistake. He's in the wall. And we do have a new leader, and that is going to be David Trailer. And Joe Yakes is going to take over second place right there behind Trailer. And this could be a battle for the lead here very shortly, as we will probably see pit stops here very soon. Jesse Wise, speaking of pit stops, Jesse Wise is going to bring his car down pit road. And he has already left the pits. Oh, I'm sorry, they were already in the pits. My bad. They left the pits. So Jesse Wise is going to be back out there on the track. Jody Banfield, even though he has a little bit of right side damage, he is still keeping a lot of good speed. But here comes that 43. That is not going to be a position that is going to be Mike Woods. He is going to be the first car one lap down, but he's got some fresh feel goods underneath him, so he's going to be able to look down low and maybe make up a little bit of distance on some of these lead lap cars. But look at Danny Banfield. He is going to be looking to the outside in turn number 3, and out of turn number 3, he is going to have Danny Banfield. He is going to have Jody Banfield's draft, so he is going to be able to take that track position over, and he's going to be looking to the inside, maybe coming in turn number 1, not going to be able to get there, and he is going to use the draft from the 98 and get himself into a position maybe where they can take over 1 and 2. Now these are brothers, so they are running 3rd and 4th. It looks like Danny may have a little bit faster car with the damage that the 98 has, but the 43 was trying to make up some time and get his lap back the hard way, but I don't foresee that happening right as of yet. Danny Banfield looking to the inside of the 98 as they're coming down to turn number 3. They have pretty much put a 3-second gap on Higdal, which is riding back here in 4th, and it looks like the 4 is going to be able to make the turn with the 98, not going to have enough speed out of the corner to fight back, and it looks like Danny Banfield is going to be still the biggest mover up 15 positions. Joe Yakes and Trailer have put a gap about a 0.6 of a second on Danny Banfield. We'll go back here to Hegdahl. He has a mirror full of Mark Beverly and Charles Van, and they are working themselves down that long straightaway into the tunnel turn. And looks like they're just riding for right now, but so they are going to be a little three-car pack. We'll go back here to Clinton Woodby. He's back on on the lead lap, riding around in the 9th position. Got the 18 of Schilling looking to the inside as they're coming to turn number 3. Got the 53 of Bill Hales right there, watching this battle unfold in front of him in turn number 3. And let's see who is going to be able to prevail. Looks like the 92 of Clinton Woodby. He is going to be able to overtake that 9th position. 53 giving Evan Schilling a little bit of a challenge on that outside. Got a pretty good entrance, and he is going to look to the inside on the exit of turn number 1. And here is a side-by-side battle for the 10th position. It looks like the 53 is going to be able to get it coming into the tunnel turn. He has a good lane. Is he going to be able to do it? Yes, he is. But is the 18 set up a little bit better for the entrance and exit? Not going to be able to get there this time. Looks like the 92 is going to be working his way around the 8 of Nicholas Lawrence, and that is going to be for the 8th position. So Clinton Woodby is going to be moving up 2 positions from where he started. It looks like the 11 of Eric Hegdahl. He is going to be taking his number 11 Toyota Supra down pit road. You still got a battle of the manufacturers up here in first. There is Joe Yakes making his way around Trailer, so he is going to be the leader. Scored the leader with Trailer in 2nd, Danny Banfield in 3rd, and Danny Banfield has worked his way up to the back bumper of the 54. now is still up 15 positions. Got the 43 right there behind him. That is going to be Mike Wood Sr. Now he made a pit. He is right here with the leaders. This could be a good strategy for that 43 car, as everybody still has to make their way down pit road with 24 laps to go. He could have the winning strategy being right there with the leaders, saving his tires. Doesn't look like he is putting up too much of a fight to get back on the lead lap. And it looks like Danny Banfield, he is going to work his way up into second. So Joe Yates might want to watch out, as that other Banfield is coming through the field, trying to get him some laps led. Jonathan Herbert and Braden, they are bringing their cars down pit road. 25 still has a lot of damage. Herbert, he is going to be in pits, taking those 4 fresh field goods and topping it off with some go-go juice. And who's going to be the next one to bring their car down pit road? It's going to be the 98 of Jody Banfield, and Joe Yakes is going to be able to get his car down to 55 miles an hour and bring his car down for those 4 fresh field goods and top it off with that go-go juice and turn over the lead to Mr. Danny Banfield, which is now up 17 positions. You got Bill Hale. He is back here up 11 positions from where he started this race, our second biggest mover. And our third biggest mover is actually going to belong to Jonathan Herbert. He is up 6 positions. So 2 really big movers, and you got Jonathan Herbert. He is going to be up 6 positions, riding back here in 17th. But Danny Banfield coming down to turn number 3, and will he come down pit road this time, or will he wait? As Joe Yakes and Jody Banfield are making their ways out, and Danny Banfield is going to bring his car down, dropping it down to 55 miles an hour, and he does get it, along with David Traylor and Mark Beverly. Let's go and turn the lead over to this man right here. Leading the race for the first time tonight is going to be Charles Van in that SpongeBob SquarePants, number 23 Ford Mustang. You got 4 Chevrolets of chasing this 23, and that's going to be Clinton Woodby. That's going to be Evan Schilling. You guys, Hoss Beverly and Michael Newman, all going to be chasing that lonely Ford up in the lead. But they still do have the pit. We'll see how this plays out as he comes through the tunnel turn, working his way down that small straightaway. Coming to turn number 3, will he bring it down this time, or will he wait? And it looks like he is going to be bringing it this time, locking it down to 55 miles an hour. Clinton Woodby also going to be bringing his car down, that winning bid diecast, number 92. Turning the lead over to these 2 right here. They are going to be battling it out for the lead. That is going to be Hoss Beverly and the 18 of Evan Schilling. And it looks like Hoss Beverly, he is going to have it as of right now coming out of turn number 1. It is going to be a side-by-side battle. Who is going to be able to prevail? And it looks like the 22 is going to be able to hold on to the lead here at lap number 20. And we only have 20 laps to go in the race. And they were battling it out like it was the last lap. Excuse me. Well, as these pit cycles do cycle through, I believe the leader will be this guy right here in that number 98, or in that number 98. He is going to be riding around in the 5th position. Joe Yakes are going to be right there behind him in 6th. You got Danny Banfield not too far behind in 7th, and you got Michael Traylor right there in 8th. Those were your top cars before the pit cycles happened. Still a lot of racing left to go, as we still have 19 laps as the leaders cross over. coming to 18 to go. Still have the 22 and 18 still needing to make their pit along with the number 3. He is going to be a lap down. He is not with these lead lap cars. Still a nice looking car. Hate to see it so far in the back, but that is going to be the 19th position of Kenneth Prince. Tyler Beverly, he is going to bring his number 45 down pit road, and Haas Beverly and the 18 of Schilling, Evan Schilling, they are going to be bringing their cars down to 55 miles an hour so they can hit pit road. Michael Newman going to be bringing his car in, and Hegdahl, he is going to be riding around in 4th, and he is going to have Jody Banfield looking to the inside. So Jody Banfield is going to take over the lead as he makes the pass coming out of turn number 3 with the 11 dropping back to 2nd once they pass the cars in pit road. And Joe Yates going to be scored 3rd. Now these cars do have fresher tires than that number 11, so we might see a position change for the 2nd position here very shortly in the run. But that 87 had a really good entrance into turn number 1, and he will set himself up for a good exit. But they are still going to be all in line. Will he be able to get there by the tunnel turn and be able to change for, will be able to challenge for that 2nd position? Not going to happen this time. But somebody is lurking right there in the rearview mirror, and that is going to be Danny Banfield in that Joker number 4 Ford Mustang. He is watching this battle unfold. And you know what? While we got some green flag racing and everybody has made their pit stops, let's go ahead and crank it up for a minute. All right, 15 laps left to go, and Danny Banfield and Jody Banfield are sitting 1 and 2. Danny Banfield sitting in up. He is sitting in 2nd, up 16 positions with Jody Banfield. He was on the pole, and he's sitting in 1st. And so he did a really good job of working his way. He scrubbed the wall, and he lost a few positions. But right after that pit stop, he took his fast repair, got that car repaired, got out on those fresher tires. and he was able to take the lead after everybody else took their pit stalls. You got 2 Fords, 1 Chevrolet, and 2 Toyotas all in the top 5, with David Traylor and Eric Hagdahl right there in 4th and 5th. 14 laps to go. Not a lot of racing left, but still enough to make some moves. And, you know, there's enough that somebody could make a mistake. You got Charles Van. He is riding around in the 7th position. Now, this is the first time I've seen him on the track, so making a good debut, you know, as far as me calling his name. Bill Hales out here up 9 position from where he started, and Nicholas Lawrence up 7 positions. And Jonathan Herbert, you know, even though he is riding around in the top 15, he has still worked his way up 8 positions from where he started this race and hanging tough right there as he is able to make a pass on the 17, and that is going to be Will Reinhold. He is going to be up 5 positions for 16th. You got the 12 of Michael Newman and Evan Schilling. They are going to be running nose to tail. May see a position change here in the near future as that number 12 is all over the back bumper of that number 18. You got Haas Beverly. He is riding around with a lap down car. That is going to be Kenneth Prince. So no challenge for a position there. They're just trying to hold on to what they got and maybe make a few positions up, hoping for a caution to come out. Avila, he is down 7 positions from where he started. Got involved in an incident earlier on, and now he is back here in 11th. Nicholas Lawrence riding in the 10th position. Once again, he is up 6 positions, with Clinton Woodby up 1 position, riding around in 9th. Danny Banfield and Jody Banfield, they are running 1 and 2, running nose to tail. Now, we will probably see a challenge for the lead as you know, the laps continue to wind down. But as of right now, they're running just a little bit you know, a little bit conservative with each other. Looks like Jody Banfield may have a little bit better car than Danny Banfield, unless Danny Banfield is just sitting back here saving his tires. Now, we saw him come through the field very quickly in the first stage, and it looked like everybody was slower than him. Because he was running a couple tenths faster than the leaders. We'll look at the last time by, as you know, he actually ran a 55.8 and the leader ran a 55.9. So him and Trailer are actually running faster lap times than the leader, and it looks like Trailer was able to take over that second spot, or the third spot from Yakes, but Yakes is going to fight right back coming out of turn number 1 on that outside. It looks like this is what the leaders were looking for, as they are sitting about a second back coming into the tunnel turn number 2, and it looks like the Banfields are going to be able to extend that lead just a little bit more, 1.3 seconds back to third place, and these 2 leaders are running nose to tail. 16 people out there viewing the stream. We appreciate y'all stopping by. It has been a fantastic race. You know, a couple cautions here at Pocono, but it's been a lot of green flag racing as the leaders, the Banfield brothers, are out here 1 and 2, nose to tail in their Ford Mustangs, trying to put a gap on Trailer and Yakes, which they have put about a 1.2 gap on 3rd and 4th. But still have 10 laps to go. Anything can happen. Anything, if a caution does come out, which I'm pretty sure some of the drivers are hoping for it, to bunch them back up and maybe challenge for that lead, because the Banfields have taken off and looking to win this thing. Eric Hagdahl still running around in the 7th position, in the 5th position, up 7 spots from where he started, doing a really good job. But as of right now, it's 2 Fords, 1 Toyota, and 1 Chevrolet. 2 Toyotas and 1 Chevrolet up in the top 5. That 13 of Mark Beverly, he is trying to work himself in the top 5, and he's going to look to the inside of the 11, and he is going to have a nice little run coming down the front stretch, but he going to have the setup for turn number 1, the exit of turn number 1, as we've seen that Highline really have a good run off, and it looks like Hagdahl doesn't have any challenge for that number 13 of Mark Beverly, so he is just going to lay back and let him have it with the 23 right there coming up very fast. As those 2 were battling side by side, he made up a little bit of ground, and he is making up even more ground on that 11. Now these 3 are sitting about 3 to 4 seconds back from the leaders, as they are still, the leaders are still sitting about a second from a Trailer with 9 laps to go. We'll throw up the track map so you can see where everybody's at. Here they come out of turn number 3, and we're going to be coming to 8 laps to go as they cross the start-finish line. There it is, 8 laps to go. 16 viewers out there. We appreciate y'all stopping by. If you are new to the stream, welcome to the Southern Broadcasting Gaming Network. We appreciate everything. Please hit that like, subscribe, and share, and help us get our content out. Well, let's see what SDK finds exciting out here on the track, and that is going to be this little bit of a battle right here. Now, this is not for a position, as the 25 was running in 11th, and it looks like Haas Beverly, he is going to be able to overtake the 12 and take over the 12th position. But the 12 is not done with him yet. He is going to look to the inside. He's going to try the crossover coming down the straightaway into the tunnel turn. Looks like they are going to be side by side as the 12 gets a little bit of free coming off the exit of the tunnel turn, but they are still going to be side by side with Evan Schillings watching this and waiting for something to happen so he can take over those positions, and he may just take it 3 wide as they come off of turn number 3. It looks like Haas Beverly is going to be able to get a little bit of a push from on the front stretch, and they are going to pass by Michael Newman for that position. So that was a position for 12th, and looks like Evan Schilling and Haas Beverly are going to put Michael Newman all the way back to 14th with that nose to tail action. Haas Beverly has his sights set on Avila in number 25. He was riding around with the 3 of Keith Prince. Keith Prince is not a lead lap car, so that is not going to be for a position. But the 25 is just saving what he has. But we are at 6 laps to go, and it is still 2 Fords out here leading this thing, with Trailer making up a lot of time, and he is only about a half a second back from the 4 of Danny Banfield. Oh, Joe Yakes is going to get a little bit sideways coming out of turn number 1. He was able to collect it, but he lost a lot of time. Joe Yakes is now falling off about 1.3 seconds back from the 54 of Trailer. Trailer was running second, most of the race behind the 98 of Jody Banfield, but now he's falling back to the 3rd, and he's got about 7/10 of a second gap between him and Danny Banfield in that number 4 Ford Mustang. Danny Banfield still running nose to tail right up close to the back bumper of that 98. They do have the draft, and that is going to extend their lead to about 0.8 of a second, and this is what they want. They wanted a 2-car battle for the lead on the last lap, and now we only have 5 laps to go here in the race. And so far, it has been an all Jody Banfield show. He has led the most laps, but Danny Banfield has been the hardest charger of the race, so he is going to get that 5 smackaroos if he can hold on to what he has. Bill Hales back here in 8th place. He is going to be the second biggest mover of the race. He is going to be up 9 positions as of right now, riding around in 8th. Clinton would be going to be riding around in 9th. He's going to be up 1. And Jonathan Herbert, he is going to be up 8 positions from where he started in 15th. Well, coming to 4 laps to go as they cross the start-finish line, and there are the leaders crossing over. It looks like the 23 may have got into the wall just a little bit. 4 laps to go here at the Tricky Triangle. Now still have about a second in between the Banfields and Trailer. He is trying to give that Toyota all it can handle as he comes out of turn number 1. And they still keep that 1 second lead. Well, the first stage started off pretty interesting as we saw a caution fly due to an incident. Then the stage break came out, and then we saw a couple restarts not go some people's way. But it did all straighten out for a lot of green flag laps. But while we have 3 to go, we're going to step aside and take a look at our sponsors of tonight's race. And then we'll be right back. All right, and we are back, and we only have 2 laps to go, and both Banfields are out here in 1 and 2. We've got Jody Banfield and that number 98 Ford Mustang, and Danny Banfield and that number 4 Mustang running 1 and 2. And it looks like Danny Banfield may have scraped that wall just a little bit. Doesn't look like it gave that Ford Mustang any damage, but they are coming out of turn. They are coming into turn number 3 and out of turn number 3. And here they come to the white flag. And our white flag is presented by... Oh, not yellow flag. White flag is presented by Go Racing Diecast. Go Racing Diecast is a proud sponsor of the Asphalt Outlaws Racing. Well, it has been a very exciting race here at the Tricky Triangle. We still have a little bit to go. Will we see any positions change? Does trailer have anything for Danny? We saw with Danny get out of shape just a little bit coming out of the tunnel turn with 2 laps to go, and so it may have hurt that car just a little bit as he is trying to give it all he has, and it looks like that 54 trailer just missed the wall just a little bit, kicked it sideways, and here they come in turn number 3. It is going to be Jody Banfield coming to the checkered flag for the win here at the Tricky Triangle with Danny Banfield coming out of turn number 3. He is going to break the draft, and he is going to bring home 2nd place with David Traylor bringing home 3rd. So Jody Banfield and Danny Banfield bringing it home here at Pocono. David Traylor finishing in 2nd. Mark Beverly crossing over start-finish line in 4th. Charles Van working his way back up to 5th position. He went back to the back of the pack at the beginning of the race and worked his way back up. Joe Yakes did a pretty good job of holding on to 6th. We saw him actually go the wrong way here in the 2nd stage. He was up front running pretty good. Then his car just fell off. But we're waiting on those final results as everybody crosses the finish line, and we'll give you that final rundown. All right, tonight's rundown of the final results are going to be Jody Banfield bringing home the win with Danny Banfield sitting in 2nd. David Traylor going to be bringing home a 3rd place finish. What a great job these guys did. Mark Beverly going to bring home a 4th. Charles Van in 5th. And Joe Yakes in 6th. Eric Hagdahl, and he is going to be in 7th. Bill Hales finishing in 8th. Clinton Woodby finishing in 9th. And Nicholas Lawrence going to be wrapping up your top 10. Haas Beverly is going to be bringing home 11th. 12th is going to be Braden Avila. 13th is going to be Evan Schillings. 14th is going to be Jonathan Herbert. 15th is going to be Will Reinald. 16th is going to be Michael Newman. Mike Wood Sr. is going to be 17th. Taylor Beverly is going to be finishing in 18th. 19th is going to belong to Kenneth Prince. Jesse Wise is going to be finishing in 20th. Rick LePage 21st. And Michael Miller in 22nd. All right, let me see if I can track down our winners and our top 3. Got Jody Banfield up there in the waiting room, and let me see if I can find anybody else. Mr. Trailer, this is Richard up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Well, it looks like you had a pretty good finish. You started in 2nd. You finished in 3rd. That Toyota was a rocket ship tonight, but you just couldn't catch the Banfield brothers to grab that second place from Mr. Danny.
Yeah, I know. That last little run, once I got around once I got around the 87, I knew I was faster than both of them getting into one, but through 3 and 4, if I didn't hit it just right, I was nothing but negative. So I think I might have needed about 5 more laps. I maybe could have had the 4, but it was fun. I was kind of a little grueling there at the end, but that was super fun to try to run them down there towards the end.
Absolutely, and it looks like the Ford did get into the wall with about 2 laps to go, and then that allowed you to catch him just a little bit, but you just ran out of time. And I think one more lap, you probably could have had a second place finish, but not a bad run for that Toyota Supra. And podium finishes, what comes next. You get all the shout outs you would like to give, because I know you definitely earned it here.
Yeah, it was. I want to first of all thank my guys over at T4R. I told them I've never really seen this track. I know it's a triangle, and that was about the whole extent of it. They ran some practice sessions with me, kind of piggybacked off them on where to be fast and what not to do. And then just thanks to my girlfriend, like I said, she lets me come in here and play virtual race cars, so that's pretty cool.
Awesome. We love when the spouses allow us to do what we love to do. But great finish here tonight. Let's see next week. Let's see where you're headed to. According to the schedule, it looks like you are headed to Charlotte Motor Speedway. You think you got anything to get that Toyota up in victory lane next week at Charlotte?
I'm hoping so. I've kind of seemed to have found 2 decent runs here the last 2 weeks. Apart from the first part of the season, nothing but crashing and just shooting myself in the foot on pit stops. And then here recently, things are starting to go away. Who knows? Maybe third time's a charm, and I can get off the third place spot for once.
Absolutely. But once again, not a bad run considering that you haven't seen this track very much. Congratulations on that third place finish.
Thanks.
All right. I do not see Mr. Danny Banfield in the chat, so we'll bring up Mr. Jody Banfield. Jody, this is Richard up in the booth. You got a copy.
Yeah, I got you.
Well, you had a little bit of an incident that sent your car back, right there in the second stage, sent your car back. But after that pit stop, you got those 4 fresh feel goods, topped off that tank. You put yourself in a position that after everybody pitted, you would be back in that top spot, and you held on to it just long enough to win this race. David Traylor, he was making up some time on you, but you had Danny right there behind you. You two are running 1 and 2, but it looks like he had a pretty fast car until he scraped that wall. Talk to us a little bit about those final laps.
Yeah, I hammered the wall right there before I pitted, so I'm glad I still have my fast repair. But he was coming after me. I think that's why he left and didn't want to do the broadcast.
Well, I hate that he left because I would have loved to talk to him. I mean, that was a pretty good battle. You two were pretty much nose to tail. You were trying to keep David Traylor at bay. He had a little bit of help from Joe Yakes until he scrubbed the wall. And once they got battling side by side, y'all were able to create about a 1.2 second distance between y'all. I figured y'all was gonna get it to where you could battle it out amongst yourselves. But man, you put that 98 Ford up in victory lane. That is a real good achievement here at the Tricky Triangle.
Yeah, I think probably Joe probably would have had me if he didn't get up in the wall. I think he is better on a long run.
Well, definitely a good job here tonight. You've started on the pole. You finished on the pole. Man, you earned all the shout-outs that you would like to give, my friend.
Shout out to my brother for running second, even though he left like a little baby. I don't know. He said he had to go somewhere, so I don't know. But and then the Beverleys for putting on the league.
Absolutely. Well, we will let you get wherever you'd like to go to celebrate. And, you got Charlotte coming up next week. Hopefully we will see that number 98 in victory lane again.
Next week probably won't be able to make it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe Talladega then if you won't be able to make it next week.
My luck has stricter plates, probably not.
Well, congratulations once again, my friend, and we will catch you at Talladega. I hope you have a safe and great 4th of July.
Thank you. You too, and everybody out there.
All right. Well, that's going to conclude our broadcast for tonight. Congratulations to our biggest mover of Danny Banfield. He did win that $5 for the hardest mover or the hardest charger of the race. Congratulations to everybody. He's putting on a really good race. A couple people finished a lap down, not where they wanted to be, but they all stayed in it. Whoever had their fast repairs left and got their cars fixed all stayed in it and, put those laps in. Practice makes perfect. And, once again, congratulations to Jody Banfield. Well, if you just tuned into the stream, we appreciate y'all stopping by and joining us on this Friday evening right here before the holiday, July 4th. Definitely hope y'all have a safe and wonderful weekend and have a happy Independence Day. Definitely get out there and celebrate our freedom and our independence. Well, y'all have a good night. God bless, and we will catch you at Charlotte Motor Speedway next week.